half of it. I got dreams of looking up, highs I can get, but nothing feels like how it feels to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just thread. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go it leads to an open door. We've made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside, and know there is nothing to keep me back from you. I got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and no, there is nothing, and everywhere we go we're leading to an open door. Keep me back, keep me back, keep me back.
Yo! Hello! Underpeel enthusiasts, welcome to week 4 of the Underpeel. I'm your host, Woohoojin, and we got some bangers up today. We're going to get right into talking about the matchups. Let's see what we got. Whoa! Oh my goodness! We're playing on Ascent today! Today we have Bananas Who Fly versus Bing Chilling up first. And on deck, we've got Tinfoil Rex versus Sheriff Onlee. The battle for last place, as I like to call it. We'll get into that soon as we talk about the current standings. Yo! I got a fresh suit today, chat. Just got it cleaned. You guys aren't looking too shabby yourselves. Welcome to week 4 of the Underpeel. Here's our current standings. Let's hide the banana. Shoot. I'll get right out of the way. We've got Girls minus Zendikar front running, but only by 2 rounds ahead of At Gold. This is a 5-way tie for first, might I point out. That is right. That is 5 teams that are currently 2-1, and we're only splitting them by round differential. This is anybody's season. Tinfoil Rex and Sheriff Onlee, however, picking up the bottom along with Bananas Who Fly. They're going to have to put in some work in the latter half of this event if they'd like to take a trophy. We're going to get right into deciding on handicaps for the events. We have 2 games off stream, as always, 2 games on stream. Next week is Super Week, but this is this week. Game 1, Bananas Who Fly versus Bing Chilling. It appears our editors have done a lovely service for us and provided the average rank at the top for producers. Bananas Who Fly with an average of Diamond 3 and Bing Chilling with an average of Platinum 1. Additionally, I think it's important to point out that Bing Chilling is higher seated right now. So we definitely need to handicap Bananas Who Fly, as their lowest rated player would be one of the higher rated players on Bing Chilling. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Where is Canadians' pronouns? I think you mean where are Canadians' pronouns? And I don't know. Penflash makes the slide decks. I just read them. All right, any handicap suggestions, chat? Any handicap suggestions? A pretty significant skill gap. Like Globe and Pandex are going to be giga gapping in the aim department. They should walk in a train formation. Please elaborate. What do you mean? Bananas Who Fly can only shoot air shots? What does that mean? Frenzy only, deadlock only. Lily, I'm going to ignore every suggestion you make for the rest of the event, given that's just absurd. Team Sheriff Onlee lost with Frenzy only against a worse team. And you're adding deadlock only into that? You clearly have not been following the Underpeel. Only pistols for Pan and Globe? That's not a significant enough. They just buy sheriffs and they're still better than platinum players at that point. Aries only? That's easily too easy. I was in with the train thing. They have to say sorry in chat immediately after getting a kill. Like they have to type it out. No. Okay, I've got it. So typing sorry in chat, Kremmer 3, is too cheatable. You know what I'm saying? Like they could create a macro, but what if they had to type sorry and then the amount of ammunition left in their weapon? Because that's too dynamic. There's no way they could macro that up. Sorry for spending 13 bullets. Or yeah. They always have to type sorry. Sorry for spending X bullets. And if they typo, they have to type it again. Can they unswing? They cannot move until they've typed it. You move the bullets. Yeah, we'll figure out the phrase. I like that though. I like that. Everyone or just Canadian Pandex? Everyone. If you only nerf Canadian and Pandex, it's still an unfavorable matchup by a ton. Like Scott and Magic Penguin are still way better. How much time do they have to type? As much as they want. But they like can't move, and like after they kill somebody, the hand has to come off the mouse and they can't move until they've typed it. The true words per minute test. So how about sorry, comma, 15 left, period. Capital S. Like this. You type how many bullets are left in your mag. Capital S, comma, after the sorry, a space, the number, and then left, and then a period. If you screw up any of the capitalization or the spacing, or you type the wrong number, you've got to type it again. Is that two? Actually, no, that's fine, because all of your teammates can still shoot. Like, you guys just have to work together. Because if you all get your ones, then it's fine. Like, you don't even have to type. I think moving should be allowed. Another 4 teammates can move. They have to work together, Moon. Maybe don't solo hold an angle with this penalty, huh? Ooh. What if you killed someone with like a raise ult? How many bullets would that be? Well, however many are in your like weapon that's displayed on the HUD, you know? Like after you launch your ultimate, it probably pulls out your main weapon. What if your knife gets pulled out? Why would that happen? I mean, that's just 0 left though, right? Well, what's the knife say? Doesn't it? It says something down there still, right? Like it's got an ammunition counter. I think it's fine because all of your teammates can still play. Like after you get a kill, just have your teammates smoke you off or some shit. You think it's just Pandex? No. Why would you guys only want to handicap 2? Look. Scott and Magic Penguin are like vastly better than these guys. If we just nerf Pandex and Globe to like platinum players, there's still a huge skill discrepancy. What if they die / get traded immediately? That's fine. They don't have to type anything at that point. They got traded. right, I've got it. They're allowed one ability after the kill. How about that? I'm trying to think. Like, it's a bit too one-sided if they have to type and stop moving. But if they can like snap a finger. Chamber though? Exactly. Chamber though. They're allowed an ability, but they're not allowed to aim. So like if they use jet dash, they have to dash forwards. You know? Like, they can press an ability button. So like jet wouldn't work because jet would TP forwards. Oh, no. I've got it. This is it's so funny. This is too overkill. Every time they get a kill, they have to use all of the bullets in their magazine. It's toxic, but they have to spray every single bullet after they get a kill. You get a kill with your ghost and 14 bullets left in the mag, you have to spam click 14 bullets. It's the same idea. You're nerfing them right after they get a kill. Can they multi-kill when spraying? Of course. They just have to consume all the ammo in their mag after getting a kill as fast as possible. Use the bullets to kill someone? Yes. But you have to consume the ammo as quickly as possible. So for example, if you have an op, you can't scope after the first kill because that's slower than maximum speed. So after you get one kill with the op, you have to shoot 4 no scopes as fast as humanly possible because it's a bit faster than scoping it. You have to expend all of your ammunition as fast as possible after you get a kill. But if you happen to hit them, that's fine. Also count for chamber util? Yeah. Chamber is also nerfed. You got to burn all the headhunters. You want to stand in place while spending the bullets? No, you just got to burn every shot. Bucky, you got to use like 5 shots. Your magazine has to read 0 as fast as possible after you get a kill. That should make sense. Empty mag after kill. Empty mag after kill. That's very straightforward. Easy to understand, easy to enforce. The only thing that's required is your magazine must become empty as fast as possible after you get a kill. You kill someone while emptying the mag? Of course. Of course. All right. On to game 2, which is off stream. We got to go a bit quicker through these handicaps. We've got At Gold versus Eclectic Zoo. Ooh, interesting. This one's tough because we have the 2 diamond players on Eclectic Zoo, which do outrank Gallimancer and Mentally Broken. What if we just handicapped all the diamond players in this lobby? So 2 players on Eclectic Zoo get handicapped and 3 on At Gold. And then it's like sort of balanced. Sorta. Me and Sharkbait were crying against the plats. Yeah, but you'll be pogging against the diamonds. Look, Amber, if you want to not cry against your Valorant opponents, maybe play more ranked solo queue and get good. You've been silver for a month. That's your fault. Let's see. How should we handicap them? 360 before shooting. That might be good. Because that's 3 players on this team that have to do it and 2 players on this team. Like, it's a big nerf, but both players have to deal with it. Both teams. But this team has 60% handicap. This team has 40%. It kind of evens out. And the 360 is a huge disadvantage in those fights. Like, these diamond players are probably worse than Amber in the fights at that point. It's kind of funny. Then Amber just has to avoid Gallomancer and Mentally Broken. Playing on 216 EDPI, you can change your DPI. Play higher sense. All right, you have to do a 360 before killing them, but the 360 has to be within vision of your opponent. So you can't like do the 360 from cover and then peek out or whatever. You've got to peek out, see an enemy, jump 360 and kill them. You got to like dodge their bullets and shit. And it's a nerf for all 5 diamond players in the lobby. So it's both teams have to deal with this. Jump. I mean, I would suggest you jump to dodge, but I mean, I guess you could just stand there. Yeah. If you think that's better, fine. Happens if they don't do it. Round forfeit. The person who sees the diamond player who didn't do the 360, just clip it. And that team forfeits a round. COD montage time, 360, 720 quick. Yeah. All the diamond players got to do a 360 before they kill their opponent. And their opponent has to see the 360. So there's no like debate over it. I fuck with it. Game 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, chat. Keep in mind that Sheriff Onlee has not won a single game and Tinfoil Rex has only won 1 game. It's David versus David. There's no Goliath here. They're both David. All right. Obviously, we need to handicap Team Sheriff Onlee. But I'm down to sauce a handicap out of Teku as well. Just all 6 Immortal players. Because it could be frustrating if they've Team Sheriff Onlee has to deal with a severe handicap and Teku just runs them down. Put some respect on my name. I'm Immortal 2 right now. I don't make the slides. They have to alternate fire between primary and secondary. Like 1 shot on Vandal, 1 shot on Sheriff. Guardians only? That's so easy. Like, you realize they could probably win with Sheriffs only. Leg shots only I fuck with. But like, they'd accidentally get body shots with that though. It's tough to enforce. I think Sheriff Onlee would be close. It shouldn't be close. The only player who'd have a chance against you in the 50s is Teku. If you're disciplined enough. No headshots, Sheriff Onlee. Ooh, I can fuck with that. Sheriff Onlee, and if you get a headshot, you lose the round. But everything else is fair play. And Tinfoil Rex is just out here spamming crouch. It's still too easy to accident. The name for the legs, dude. I don't think that's too easy to accident. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I can go play a Swift play right now and hit no headshots with my Sheriff and it go at least 50-50, will you admit that you're just giga coping? Or what? Because I'm pretty sure I can body shot my way through a lobby. The head's a tiny target. You just gotta avoid the head. And it's with Sheriffs? I gotta agree, if you got a rifle or something, it's tough. Hard to ignore muscle memory. Other Immortals, do you agree with Enzo or is this just Enzo? You guys think that you're going to subconsciously flick to their heads and blast them into the nether realm if you have to aim for body shots? What if they had to type in chat who they're going to kill before they kill them? I feel like when you've been told to aim at the body, it's not a problem. Because I've done that challenge before for like a Fun Day Friday. Boop, 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 boop. Just did it for Brad? Yeah, Brad did a body shot only challenge and that was no problem. And it wasn't just me, like we had multiple Immortals in that party. We did not get accidental headshots. I'm down for you to call out who you have to kill. You can only kill the most recent agent you've typed in chat. It sounds really funny. Like if Cesora types Omen in chat, Cesora can't kill anyone but Omen. But they can change it. Like he can tuck into cover and type Killjoy or whatever. Peek out and kill Killjoy. No gun restriction? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think we need a gun restriction. Oh yeah, Tinfoil Rex is playing 5 deadlocks. You're gonna have to type their username. Wait, no, that's impossible. Because then you wouldn't know who to... No, because you wouldn't know which deadlock to shoot. They're playing 5 deadlocks. You just do the deadlocks on another week? Okay, bet. They're gonna play 5 normal agents and you have to... We're doing Death Note this week, bet. The Immortals are only allowed to kill their active target. However, they're allowed to change their active target whenever they want by typing it in all chat. Boom. Pick up all Immortals. Ooh, you're right. You're right. We're going to call it handicap for Sheriff only. How do we specify that it also applies to Teku? Plus Teku? Yeah. Oh yeah, also casters, just a heads up. One of the 2 games today, I'm going to flip the screen. And you're going to be watching on mirrored mode, just for fun. Sorry I didn't mention that earlier. On to game 4. Off stream. Our last game of the day. Duo W versus girls minus Zendikar. Only casters. We will also be seeing it flipped on stream. Best part is this Ascent is one of like the most staple maps in the game that we're all used to playing on. All right. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? We got two of our best teams in the league. Head to head, off stream. What if Diamond 360s, but someone peeks out after the 360? Would the Diamond need to 360 again? Yes. They can only get a kill if the opponent has seen them do a 360. No shooting in the back. Yeah, the Diamond players can't get crazy lurk timings to shoot in the back. That's fine though, because there's Diamond players on both teams. I mean, you could shoot them in the leg, but you just can't kill them. Like, you shoot them in the leg, they turn around, and then you do your 360. What should the nerf be here? We're running out of time, chat. We got to nerf girls minus Zendikar. First question is, who are we nerfing? That's not a question. We're nerfing the higher rated team. Moon, no Util? You think that's enough? They have a bronze and a silver on Duo W. Only backshots? That's impossible. Moon is knife only. That's almost too anti-fun for Moon. Each of Sheriff only type who they want to kill individually? Yes. Yes. Warning shots only? You know what I mean? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean warning shots? You must warning shot before you kill. Like, you have to whiff one bullet and then kill them? Unenforceable? No, that's easily verifiable. You just check from their POV that they whiffed a bullet. Your clip? That only works when you're behind them. Zendikar. Like, why are you assuming they're always behind people with these... How often are you guys lurking on kids and behind them? That barely happens. Moon is Gigabrain. That's not a nerf though, because the Moon will just play normal and they'll still crush. The ranked is the reason is too big. You can't only nerf from behind. Did you want me to start the first game? Yeah. We're gonna go into it in 2 minutes. They aren't looking. You must knife only. No, stop with all the back nonsense, chat. It doesn't work because when they're looking at you, it's way too imbalanced. Like, they just won't lurk and they'll just win. Slab and Moon knife every round. Bro, it doesn't add up. That's a bronze to a gold, a silver to a gold, then diamond, a diamond, diamond, a diamond. It's imbalanced if you only nerf Moon and Slab. Boom, boom, boom. Moon can only move by moving backwards. Now that I fuck with. Moon can only move backwards. Done. 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 Are we only nerfing Moon? Because the rest of the matchups are pretty balanced. We're about to load into our game chat. Like, literally right now. Like, I'm about to hand you over to the casters. But I gotta check my hecking. Don't mind this. I gotta grab the handicap images. We're black. We're black. My bad, my bad, my bad. You can't see. I know you can't see. The handicap images have not yet loaded. All right, I'll figure this out behind the scenes. I'm going to hand you over to the casters because we're loading in. We're loading in. Keg, Tremor 3, sending you over onto Ascent. Say hi to the people. Enjoy the cast.
People, as we've been told your name is. My name is Keg, and I'm joined by my favorite pineapple Kremer again. How have you been, dude?
I've been very well, thank you. You know, just hanging around in trees, I guess. How about you? How are you doing, my apple friend?
Do pineapples grow from trees?
I think so.
I've always imagined them growing from the ground like a potato.
Pineapples do grow on trees, don't they?
Like,
what do they grow out the
upside
ground?
down.
I think they. Oh, they could grow out their own like bush, don't they?
You know, I like to
is it
think
like their own bush they sort of sprout from. I should know this. It's my own anatomy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess not every class can succeed in pineapple anatomy, right? Oh, I'm thinking like, you know, sugarcane from Minecraft? Like they go straight up. Like there's like the stalk or whatever. I'm not a plantologist, I don't know. But then you have like the green part of the pineapple, you know, the top of your little head, and then the heavy pineapple piece goes up top, defying
That's called
gravity.
my hair, Keg.
So you grow hair upwards, and then your feet are pointing towards the sky.
Right. Oh, I didn't realize that was the birthing process for my people. But hey, there you go. Of course, we're in our first game with our first handicap. Now, Keg, empty mag after every kill. I already, in my mind, the way I would go about doing this would be to get your kill, shift behind cover, and then just mag dump as you're moving. That way you don't have to stay out and exposed while you shoot. So
Yeah,
at
where's
least
the fun in that?
there is some way you can make this at least there's some way you can make this work. Of course, we're on Ascent once again. Well, not quite once again. It was last season we were casting Ascent, but nonetheless, Ascent is a map which everyone knows, as you all know yourself. Because of that, I am expecting some considerable degree of strategy here from both teams. Furthermore, I would like to see something unorthodox.
I mean, both team comps are pretty unorthodox to begin with. We're not seeing anything really too boring, I guess, like the usual. I guess you could say NA Ascent comp. I think it's just globally the same usual suspects. I would say Bing on the other side, only major difference is having a breach. Extra pushing power will be huge, but it is going to be a B-side take. Magic Penguin's going to be the one that watch down inside mid, just in case anyone skirts on by. But once again, that baited log spot, nobody ever checks that out. Oh, but look at this.
Andex actually getting the kill with that final bullet.
Ooh, okay, Canadian. I guess this is the first stop of full Canadian domination globally.
It all starts here in the Underpeel.
It all began on Ascent in Italy.
Yeah, never underestimate those Canadians, man.
That's true. You never can. They have their plastic money. They have everything better than us. Food, I guess? I don't even know where Apple's coming from. But what I can tell you is that bullets can come from Panex and remove Mr. Inconsistent. There's still two more on the entry here outside of A. Outside of B, excuse me. Canadian Globe. 50-50 gets it right still. That was a 25-75 that he won.
My word. Well, it's all down to Woodrow. 1 versus 4. Low HP on 3 of these players, but it won't matter. Pandex just happens to be built different. 3k for the Rays, and BWF, they got off to a hell of a start, okay? Going 1-0 up, and of course, because they're running the KO, I suspect that for Bing, the defense is going to be fairly difficult, especially once they find out where the Killjoy is. This could end up being a matter of just trying to collapse and bully aforementioned Killjoy.
I mean, to be fair, though, when we have our usual NA Ascent comp, having, you know, the solo, the KO together, that's pretty much what you have to do for the defense anyways. But even in the most professional teams, they still struggle with those defensive collapses. So kind of going off what you were saying, I'm really curious to see how well BWF can pull that off.
Absolutely. I wonder if anyone here is going to be brave enough to buy an Odin. Actually, looking at what
Oh,
the
no.
challenge is.
Oh, I feel bad for the operator players. I'm not expecting BWF necessarily to op, but being with that jet, they have to op.
I have a question, actually.
For me?
Thinking out loud. For you and for the good of yours, and for Hooge as well, actually. Which is the way the Marshal works is you don't so much have a magazine, you are loading each bullet individually, right? So if you get a kill, at what point does that stop? Do you just have to load till max ammo?
No,
Or do you
because
load till you have to load, or
well,
like,
it's
how...
not like you shoot it, reload, shoot and reload. Like there's like what
That's
9
true, isn't
bullets in the mag, and then you have to go for the full reload.
But it's not necessarily a magazine, if I'm being pedantic.
Oh, the Riot programmers, the designers who are
Same
hunched
for
over their
Sheriff.
desk
That's
with a
not a
tiny
mag.
little pencil in hand, sobbing, are like, I don't know the difference. Like I don't think they're considering that.
If you put it up into the gun and it makes a sound, usually that means it's a magazine. Magic Penguin, he's good for the first instant trade, means that he doesn't have to worry about dumping that magazine. Dusty does, though.
Yeah, that entry potential may very well be gone. You've lost your pushing power now. Interius, though. Interitus? Oh my god, that's a cool name. Interitus. Looking to maybe be the top of the spear right now. Canadian Globe is forced to back away. I'm looking at this KO, though. He's in a really risky one-and-done angle here. The volley... Whoa, bounces up and doesn't land, and Scott gets punished for that. Unlucky for him. And now it leaves up the Pandex to essentially be this gigantic hole at the top of sight. Heaven's Side's gonna work out well for Pandex, though. He's forced to run away. Does dump his mags, though. That's gonna leave a full retake from BWF.
This has been a really clean start. They went aggressive once they saw that there was a bid for some control in mid. That peek into a main meant they were able to catch out the rotations coming back towards them, and they just had the early warning system set in place. So really, really good stuff from BWF. This is quite a structured way to play Ascent, and it feels to me like for Bing, they need to play a little bit... Oh, someone didn't empty that mag, I don't think.
My god. Honestly,
so
you know,
BWF, they're going to lose that lead. They were just praising them for gaining.
Yeah, I mean, talking about way back when we when we casted Ascent last for Underpeel, it was the end of season 1. We talked about war crimes and how much we love it. I mean, I feel like this has to violate some part of the Geneva Conventions.
Trying to explain to me that a sheriff has a magazine is a war crime.
I mean, I don't know. When I think of a sheriff, I think of the best skin line in the game, the Minima. And that kind of has, like, a magazine. You know, it's not like a roly-poly kind of sheriff.
Oh, that hurt me on so many levels.
What do you mean? You don't like the roly-poly?
Yeah, the roly-poly. And so, guns with the roly-polies in this game.
Yeah, the little spinny.
Well, what else doesn't use a magazine? Speaking. The Bucky doesn't. The Bucky doesn't have a magazine either, because that's pump action. You have a tube, I guess. Oh,
all guns are
turned out over this. But...
Oh, these Odins are gonna be scary now, because you have to unload that entire mag. Oh, I guess Zon doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm really wondering now what the cause and effect will be here. Magic Penguins playing a very dangerous game. Only a few shots needed, especially one connecting already. Scott's on the other side again, just looking for that mow down. These angles would work great if you weren't handicapped. Oh, Pandex though is good for one. Forced to dump the mag. Full reload. Interesting to bring out the classic in return. Pandex though doesn't matter. He can't reload. The showstopper good for 2. Is that legal, Woohujin? I don't know. I'm assuming the answer is yes. And these defenders win once more.
I would assume that's legal. I mean, you can put your ammo down to 0, and just to make sure, Pandex did use a magazine out of his classic as well. I've just thought of something else. Strictly speaking, could you buy what has the lowest magazine capacity compared to fire rate? I think the Ghost fires really quickly, at least to empty a mag, or a Frenzy. Could you just buy a Frenzy, get your kill with your primary, switch to your Frenzy, empty the mag, and then go from there?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Or Shorty, so great suggestion, Shorty. Just get a Shorty.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'd rather mag dump my Vandal and get the kill than mag dump a Shorty and potentially get, like, a little bit of damage. Also, somebody in chat, I think it was Hippo, that said the thing that Moist Critical had done earlier this year about guns. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Critical. These are magazines, not mags. Oh, Mr. Inconsistent. He's being wacky and goofy with it. He may very well get the ace, but I don't think he mag dumped.
There was a while ago, I actually did an interview, and in that, I did the whole magazine thing that Charlie did, but with M95 anti-tank rocket launcher, sort of showing what it is and how to use it and all of that. And since then, it has essentially haunted my every existence because that single 30-second clip has done more for my career than my entire 3 years of casting.
Nice. My mom growing up, she worked at like this abandoned warehouse that they converted into an office, and it was for an antique gun publishing magazine.
I am so jealous.
Well, I mean, I'd be like 6 years old on my like blunderbusses and flintlocks.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I would be like 6 years old on my little portable DVD player watching The Mask 2 and then seeing like muskets on the walls. Oh, I feel bad for the operator players here.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're still seeing players buy ops, actually. Interesting to see how they respond here. I think we did just see someone switch to a knife instead of emptying the mag. So we may have another forfeit round here. Keg.
Yeah.
These players have got to be careful. Those rounds, they do stack up.
Yeah, well, actually, you can't reload a knife.
Yeah, but if you didn't shoot, you don't shoot a knife either.
Kind of do. You,
like, what
you use the momentum of your arms. You launch it. You know, it's like a just call it like a Modern Warfare 2 Tomahawk. Oh, Baton's playing a dangerous game. The cyber cages are out. Magic taking him back is good for one, but he's gotta unload that mag. He just buys more time for Bing to push in. He didn't fully unload it, but he got it. No way. That was not completely unloaded, but I don't think he thought to get a no-scope shot there either.
I like what we saw from the Omen there as well, which was in order to get the ammo out of the Classic, they were shoulder peeking with the Classic right-clicking, because you're still dumping the ammo. They were just doing it in the direction of the enemy.
I mean, it's a good pressure tool.
Yeah, I like that. Just empty your mag in that player's direction.
Oh, who just
Suddenly
got
Odins make a lot more sense.
Yeah? Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. Especially, you know, in case they accidentally connect the bullets, who's to say? Pandex is 11-2.
I can't quite find it. Oh, low and Pandex, that was damn clean there, Keg, I won't lie.
It's a Recon Panther moment right there. Woodrow skirting his way in, a great wide spin connects, Scott falls. Oh, he didn't mag dump it. Oh, unfortunate. There it is. Woodrow, the ultimate punish. There it is. You have to mag dump the Hunter's Fury all the while. Dusty's been able to achieve and bring his way up forwards. No, just reset the gun, Dusty. Unlucky there. Are we getting a replay of that moment? No.
I think we're doing Dusty a favor by not replaying that moment, Pandex. he did God's work there.
You're
to be able to
evil.
get that little clip. Oh, man. I wonder, actually, if for Bing, part of your game plan now becomes trying to bait BWF into using their utility and trying to, you know, play something a bit extra after they get a kill. So you're
Why? A third time?
That's just toxic.
Oh,
I mean, it's toxic.
no.
We love it, but my word.
I mean,
Dusty, don't
bananas
forget
are
about
a little
anytime soon.
toxic. They have cyanide in them. No, apples have cyanide in them.
They do. Yeah, here's the punishment.
Oh. It's a shooting gallery. It's like Duck Hunt. No. No, not again. Why? This is a certified Dusty moment. Oh, no.
It hurts.
It's just like my rank games. It's just like my rank games, dude.
That we could have replaced Dusty with Cake there, and we wouldn't have been able to tell.
Wow.
That hurts, man.
You know, ascendant player like myself just wouldn't make those mistakes.
Is Ascendant a brat?
No, not this again. That's not mine. That's somebody else's. That was the old apples. He rotted away.
Right.
No, not again.
Well, ult's available for Big here. They raised quite a few in the bonus round they had.
Can't even hear me. I was a diamond. You can't put diamonds on apples. They rot, but Pandex certainly won't rot away this round. At least just not yet. Magic Penguin's in a good position right now, though. Look at the showstopper. Doesn't connect. But there are two ultimates that could work with your thing. Rolling Thunder #1 now. Maybe it's on the shadows for repositioning values. And no, Woodrow Wilson, 28th President of the United States. Good for the assassination recoup. He just reloaded. He did. Oh, no. Oh, no. Caught in 4K.
So
First it's the Lusitania. Now Woodrow Wilson does this? God, what a terrible president.
I was gonna make a Belisarius joke with Interius, but you know what? Modern politics is even funnier.
Man, those whole string of presidents just got perpetually unlucky. Woodrow Wilson had a stroke. World War I started. President right after was Warren Harding. He died by eating a poisoned crab on a boat. And then you have, who was it, number 30? Calvin Coolidge? And he didn't talk at all. He was silent Cal. He said 3 words the whole presidency. Anyways, rant over. It's up to Dusty once more.
Presidency. It was 3 words.
Oh. Sky. And a good spot to remove the skull of Dusty away. Oh, and Terratus.
Not much time left either.
Last player standing.
Down to just maybe 1. Yeah, you show that house. You show that little shop. So, kind of going off of that again, this is just a little nerdy rant. You know, I can be a history nerd myself, right?
I'm ready for a nerdy round. That was about to go on as well.
When I was in the 1st grade, I had gone to Washington, D.C. for the first time. I had memorized every single president of the U.S. Up until that point. So, George W.
Yeah.
Forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
I chose to ignore the Dusty clip, by the way. I didn't want
to. We're just gonna brush over it.
Yeah, that didn't happen. We've only seen it twice. Oh, great stinger play. The mag up. Wait, the stinger is so smart here. Yeah. You magged up that so quick. You quick reload and just go for it again. This might be the key. Golden. This might be better than Noden.
Stealing sight.
Last player
That's a great
standing.
job, but he's just instantly finished off. When you're playing from backside there in a 1 and done position, even if you don't get 1, you need to at least damage every other player. And unfortunately, 1 is not enough in a 2 versus 4.
And chat saying nothing's better than the Odin. I think in just pure mag dump respect, I think the Stinger tops out the Odin for this round. And Pandex.
I see the thought process with the Stinger, but the issue is, in order for the Stinger to be so effective, you're so close to your enemy that there's going to be a player there to trade straight afterwards.
I mean, long distance Stinger can work though. Like it's not as easy as like the Stinger meta used to be. Oh, there it is, mag dump. Oh, not enough time.
I saw that happening, Keck. We're going to the last round of this first half, and for being here, this has been a pretty well recovered half. I mean, Dusty had a bit of a stinker halfway through, which we're kind of
yeah, you think? Again. I've never seen that one before.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stinker. Let's be honest. I see another bullet miss every time I rewatch that.
That goes there.
But nonetheless, going into the end of this half, Keg, with the null command available, how soon do you want to see this get popped? So we're talking sort of going into the retakes? An early
it has to be a retake. Unless something scares Bing away from entering, it has to be for retake.
Yeah.
There we go. Lockdown already employed. Hunter's Fury just brought out. Yeah, as soon as we see KO reach 8... Oh, KO's doubling back. They haven't made the full entry yet, so there's a seed of doubt in BWF's mind.
Yeah, they've not done much past this, and the Cypher hasn't seen anything. Now, as everyone exits, they have an idea as to what's happening. Pandex accidentally finding Dusty. Dusty not finding much other than embarrassment this game.
Oh, you have to do him dirty like that. Woodrow Wilson does fall, and Pandex is there for 3. Interesting call there. So we've seen the double kill coming out from Pandex. Clearly that was not intentional. He's good, right?
He's good, I think. We'll find out, because if your forfeit round is the pistol round, that's really going to hurt your momentum.
Yeah.
Especially because when you're mag dumping, pistol rounds is really where you want to get your ground back. And bear in mind, BWF now on attack. Pandex is having an incredible game right now, going 20-5. Honestly, if he can keep this form up, the attack's going to favor BWF here.
I mean, if we had VCT turn into just this mag dump fest, right? I think Pandex would be probably the new Yay or Demon 1. Maybe that's the secret to success, just mag dump every single kill. It just unlocks superpowers there. Great knife, by the way. Lovely knife that removes switch in the backside of B quite a bit more.
Oh, like the use of frenzies now as well. And, oh, what in the switches there?
Yeah, you get the heebie-jeebies.
Spike down. B.
Oh!
Last player standing.
Oh no! Oh, I thought this was for the second map. Oh, I don't like this. This is like mirror mode in Mario Kart. This is like Waluigi Stadium mirror mode. Oh, the numbers are backwards. This is how I see numbers usually. We have 8. I know. What?
I'll give you a little insight into Crema lore. I'm very dyslexic. I'm very dyslexic, so this looks normal.
I know it's not funny to laugh, but it's funny.
Oh man, it's kind of funny to laugh at.
It's weird because like I play Valorant with the left hand model on, so like that looks normal to me. Everything else, oh geez.
Peeking left when you go into a main. What the hell?
It feels like a brand new map. So chat, forgive me if my play-by-play is not that great because this is like whoa.
It's like horrible.
I'm not against it though. Like it feels kind of comforting. Like it feels more condensed. If that makes sense, chat. Like I can't be the only one that feels like it feels more, not warm, but like comforting. Like okay, I could play this map. When's the map guide coming out?
Dusty didn't mag dump.
Oh, Dusty, one thing after another.
Dusty is gonna have a stern talking to by the coach at the end of this game.
Dusty, you gotta
You
get your act together.
To play on this team, on this tournament, literally paying you tens of thousands, and you know you got all the sponsors, hundreds of thousands of people watching, the millions who are gonna watch the VOD, and you didn't empty your classic.
Well, we're making you 40K a month. We're paying for your housing in LA. You don't stream, you don't make content.
Where to set up shop?
You play Killjoy.
Why have you gone to like New York landlord?
Well, I'm thinking like what's his name? Mickey from Rocky.
Oh, okay, yes.
You eat lightning, you corrupt thunder.
Well, you're in luck because the minima is also in play.
Oh, I love the minima. Hello. What a nice little guy. Best skin in the game, by the way. I've talked to the literal maker in person of the minima skins, and she said there will never be a second set. I am so beyond depressed. But what isn't depressing, though, I should say, is the fact now that BWF, despite being up so many rounds, only have one left alive. It's up to the Stinger Warrior to bring this home. Smoke goes away, and so does the round. 5 now for Bing.
They're limping their way back. 10-5, it's not unwinnable, right?
No.
They do just need a couple of key rounds, and once they reset BWF, they're gonna make this game much closer than they may actually think. That being said, so I'm trying to read both the kill feed and the time left here, and it is tough.
You don't know or 1 o'clock?
There was about a minute left on the clock there as well, so we see BWF playing this real fast. I think, if I read that correctly in time, I believe that's 22-7 the Rays is currently going, so BWF really, at least winning this when it comes to firepower.
My brain is hurting much more than usual. I don't even know who that is. That's Pandex. I can translate that one from Kegology. Otherwise, his name would be just like... So let's see what happens here now with the Sova. Good for 1. Still no mag dump. That's okay. I'm not paying attention now, but we do see a single Phantom to work with. Can you dodge? No. No dodging allowed. The inverse map is hurting everyone's skulls. That's not hurting the skulls of anybody in game. They all see it normally. It's us that needs to suffer.
Is there a word for, you know, the phenomenon where if something looks human but isn't quite, it like sends alarm bells off in your head?
Yeah, the uncanny valley.
The idea being Yeah, the idea that, eons ago, back when humanity was a thing, there
Was
a
a
predator.
thing? Is it not now?
Well, like I mean, they're Americans, right? So we've gone backwards a bit. But
Wow. I mean, you're not wrong.
oh, I mean, you were just telling me about how bad your leaders are.
That's true. Well, hey, I mean, Woodrow Wilson's doing pretty good in this game, I think. It's hard to read the kill feed when everything's backwards. I can only take an educated guess.
That's a shitty thing, basically.
Even everyone in chat is talking backwards. My brain is rewriting itself in real time. I'm corrupting my brain stem, but that's okay. I may be corrupted, but Ian or Skos is not going to be corrupted just yet. The cipher does fall though. What's up? Can you do it? Yes! Good for one! The mag up's not there! The trade through from the backwards breach! That's Woodrow Wilson. You may lead us to World War I.
As well, man.
But can you bring it to a harder victory than before? Down to this now. Only 3 left alive for these attackers. It seems like they may have sight. It's a backward sight. The letters don't change the one. The minimap, I just realized there it is! A sleigh comes through! But it wasn't even a knife that did the job.
Anyone have any speeds?
They were killed at the last moment.
Multiple fingers.
That's gotta hurt. The confidence shattered. Day ruined. Game on the verge of being lost at 11 to I think that's 6. That's BWF.
I don't know what number that is anymore.
Yeah, a hop, skip, and a jump, or it may be a hop and a jump. It may just be a jump. Unfortunately, numbers are hard to read at the moment between winning this game.
I don't even know what number that would be. It looks like the French O. Like the O with a little line above it.
Oh, there's a word in Turkish which looks really similar to that. Oh, there's a Norse word as well. Letter, I should say.
Oh, but the Norse here. We're in Italy now. I don't see any Vikings around except for Breach. And that's Woodrow. Not quite the Viking I was imagining, but slain in office. Assassinated. It's down to now just this KO. Mag dump available. Stinger still OP. Good for the quick reload, but you dodged a little too quickly. Unlucky.
Only 4 rounds in it. I tell you what, Bing, they're making this a bit clear.
Oh.
Is this what it's like to be Australian?
Oh, I don't see any kangaroos. That should be the new agent. Get rid of ISO. Just get like a giant kangaroo with a bandana.
We're just pretending Sky doesn't exist.
oh, that's right. I forgot.
No.
Oh, no. Flip it back upside down. I want the challenge.
I bet in about 5 minutes we're gonna get a message from production saying, guys, I can't change it back.
It's like when the old tale about how you cross your eyes, it's gonna stay crossed. Dude, I wanted my eyes to stay crossed. I think that would be a cool look, but my parents disagreed with that. Speaking of disagreeing,
made a wise decision, Joe.
no, they didn't. Oh, they had me, but Woodrow, I think was good for one. Upside down world, topsy-turvy town. Location at least 9, from what I can tell, 8. No, the city's been evacuated. There's a Lego man stuck in the river, but would that be enough? Pandex, the top frag falls. 3 left alive, from what I could gather. Detective Kang on the duty now, and see what happens next. But there's a murder at the top of Catwalk. Who did it? I can't tell.
Last
Maybe the
player
robot, or
standing.
maybe now the 1v1. A magic penguin. Hocus Pocus setting the stream right again. We may be upside down, but Magic Penguin is determined things have to go the right way. By bringing things right, brings it to 1 more round left to victory here for the best of 1.
I like this play. He's trying to bait the Killjoy into the smoke. Unfortunately, that same door means that he isn't going to be able to prevent Dusty from sticking this defuse should he come down.
But there is that from the shadow zone. There it is. Full relocation. Heard by Dusty.
Oh.
This is Dusty's chance of redemption, and it is! Dusty redeems themselves. That's exactly what you need in the same location too. The clutch play there, keeping BWF in this game a little bit longer.
Dusty has redeemed himself, and Keg, this is what over-engineering around looks like. The Omen, he's gone for the play. He's got behind the door. That's perfect. You sit, you wait for the tap. Okay, you don't sit, you wait for the tap. You go through the smoke and look for a pick, and then you wait for the tap. Okay, all right, you do a bit more. You teleport into the spawn. All right, fair enough. That's a bit weird, but you're getting info. Fair enough. No, you don't then wait for the tap. You commit to the teleport, go to spawn, and then try and flank the player. You have no clue where they are, but you're still gonna try and flank them.
Ooh, so this would be a
And not
fun
wait for the
little
tap.
analytical question for us and, you know, chat and of course content for Hooch too. So if you're in that location, right, and you use your From the Shadows, what would the most optimal place be? I don't think optimally you would use it at all.
If you're
Party's
going for
over.
info, then that the jump up on Heaven, like the toolbox next to it's pretty good because you get a view of main as well.
Yeah, but Dusty was there.
Well, exactly. You're only going for info with that Omen. You're not sticking it. You're trying to figure out where he is.
Well, I'm thinking like you are sticking out. I mean, yes, you're right for info, but I'm thinking like you TP to A main. Oh, Woodrow!
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
the way
Strike down
Woodrow's
mid.
playing, he would think it was Woodrow Wilson's wife, Edith. She's the one that did the majority of the presidency back in the 1900s.
Standing ahead.
And it looks like Edith has risen from the grave once more to inherit the body of this breach. Only for this specific game, though. Before she goes back to the ether. Oh, could it be now? No, not just yet. Two left
Last player
alive.
standing.
And Scott falls and leaves it to the Magic Penguin once again. But there's no teleports this time. Dax Bjergsen achieves it instead.
I tell you what, Keg, being on a bit of a comeback here. A little bit of a
Two-round
comeback here.
difference.
Yeah, and they've already found 3 on the bounce. The money for BWF really doesn't look that good. Yes, they have the Hunter's Fury available for Canadian Globe, but strictly speaking, I'd rather see him hold it for the Killjoy ult, and then that way, when you go into the latter stages of a round, especially the latter stages of a game, they only need 1 to guarantee overtime. So just hold it.
No, I agree with you. People in chat are talking about Edith too. I mean, don't forget, chat, there is former Misfits Edith. Very, very great player from the Game Changer scene if any of y'all watch that, which, by the way, you should. Yeah, plus Edith. Hello, Edith Wilson. We're gonna send all these clips to Edith, and she'll be like, what is happening? What do you mean? Not the skeleton, the player. Oh, but so we gotta reach out here. I love this hold. Keeping these defenders away, but even the one defender that was a nuisance at the sides of these attackers now goes down. Neural Theft on top.
Spike
Mr.
planted.
Inconsistent needs to not be true to his
Last
name.
player standing.
Showstopper at the angles.
Surprised we saw that used. Very surprised indeed.
Really?
Yeah,
Like that it
Interitus-
connected?
Well, that we're using it. Bear in mind, they still have another round after this. Interitus, though, also not reloading, switching to the gun instead. Called out by Pandex, and Interitus is a cool name. You're right.
Yeah, dude, it's like a Star Wars character,
Point.
like Darth Interitus.
Now, I see him. I see him in the ranks of Basil the. Oh, what was his epithet? I
Huh?
know this.
What's an epithet?
It's the for instance, Ivan the Terrible, or
Oh.
Placing swamp
Huge,
grenade.
the guy
Wait.
who ran this tournament.
Ooh.
Like it's the
Swamp grenade.
what goes in quotes after your name.
I see.
But Basil
Woohoojin.
the motherfucking Bulgar Slayer, that's his name. Motherfucking was also in his title. Like that's
Yeah,
how good of a king he was.
he inherited it.
Single-handedly gave like 400 years to the Byzantine Empire.
Ah, yes.
Just by being that much of a
Wait.
chat.
Wait a minute. We can connect all this together. The Byzantine Empire. That's Rome, right? Or former Rome? Or pre-Rome?
You were going to upset a lot of people, Keg.
Okay,
You're
hold
pretty
on.
You're pretty much bang on.
Okay. And that became Italy, right?
Yeah.
And Italy is where Ascent takes place. Oh my god! It all makes sense now! We've unlocked the game! I can see in the 4th dimension, and so can Dax Pearson. That will drones out. Will this find information on Zon? It does, but what can you do to capitalize off of it? 4-3 now, the call's been made, the full rotate over to A site. And Eritus,
Spike down.
King of Ascent, does fall after a noble reign, like you said, 1,000 years led to this moment, this round,
One enemy
to the
remaining.
1v1 against Dusty.
20 HP, give or take
30
each.
seconds left.
And Dusty is nowhere near the remaining Cypher. 25 seconds to play with. Dusty, in all circumstances, should be winning this unless he gets caught out here, but he seems to be vigilant enough. Oh, swift ends. Double digits now for Bing.
Look, all I'm saying is that that's a 2-to-1 ratio now for Dusty. No. Okay. Different Dusty clip.
It's the other one. It's the other clip.
Oh, okay.
The wrong heaven swing. Oh.
All right.
I get scared when I see that now.
No, we can't do Dusty dirty like that. Dusty's been so clean recently. Really made up for it. Oh. We found the moment of impact there.
There you go.
Placing swarm grenade.
Oh man,
Swarm grenade.
I wonder if Bing now, they've got an ult advantage. Yes, the KO ult's going to be really hard to stop, right? It may just be a rush with that KO
It should be.
But I wonder if, off the back of this, we're actually just going to see Bing play hard retake with the Omen ults and just try and set players on that side of Wallace.
I'd be down for it. Low command like you predicted. Out. Magic Penguin good for one. Keep in mind the Night Dump still valid. Scott on the other side. Odin in play. Good for one. Night Dump entirely in their favor. It leaves it now down to 2. The only remains of A-Site have to be here for the redemption, for the full retake, one of which is now being Dusty. This is Dusty's ultimate attack. Running out, gun in hand. Barely equipped before Canadian Globe was there. And Terratus the Great, trying to be the defender of his land, unable to do so. Falls 10-13 to BWF.
That was a hell of a game from both sides, actually, and the fact that we're able to have quite a close game, quite a competitive
No typing,
game,
no typing.
despite the challenge that was there as well.
Yeah, it was a really nice game overall. Definitely the parts I remember the most is when the screen went forwards, backwards, left and right, and diagonal at one point too. But
My favorite was
overall,
Dusty.
yeah. But overall, really good impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell of a game, but I believe that is only one of 2 games we have today.
Yes, thank you, Keg. Thank you, Kremer3. We'll catch you in a bit. Great cast. Hope you enjoyed the game. Always lovely to have you on. See you for the next game. I'm going to take it for now. Say bye, everybody. We're putting them in their box, where we will never hear from them again until I allow them to come out. Great win from Bananas Who Fly. The handicap was not enough to keep them down. Despite a few slip-ups, they still managed to take the win against Bing Chilling. Let's look at the standings. Let me bring them up. So if we bring over the standings here, you can see Bananas Who Fly are finally up at 2-1. That would make them actually tied with Bing Chilling. I'm not sure about the round differential. What was that? 13-8? So that's +5 and -5. I believe Bananas Who Fly have passed Bing Chilling in the standings. Don't go anywhere, chat. We've got our next game coming up soon. Sheriff Onlee versus Tinfoil Rex, where Team Sheriff Onlee must state the name of the agent that they will kill before they kill them. The only exception is if they happen to use utility to get a kill. That's fine. If they throw a raise nade and the wrong person dies to it, no problem. But if they're gonna shoot somebody, they need to call it out first. Let me update the handicap overlay. Good call, good call. I'll work on that during the quick break. I'll catch you guys in a moment. Stick around. We got more Underpeel action coming your way. Chat, we're loading into Ascent. Reminder that Team Sheriff Onlee and Teku, the immortal player on the other team, must type the agent's name in chat of the player that they are going to kill before killing them. The only exceptions are utility kills, but that does not include gun-like utilities. So jet knives, that's a gun as far as I'm concerned. Ray's ultimate, that's fine. That's fine. I've drawn the line and I've drawn it arbitrarily, and now I will hand you over, less arbitrarily, to our lovely casters. Keg, Egg Kremer 3. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello. Welcome back,
We're out of the
everybody.
box.
Yes. It was musty in there. It was very moist because we're fruit. We need the moisture.
I'm interested now because we're playing Death Note. You have to announce the player you're about to kill. If I'm on either of these teams, I'm picking agents like KO, purely because K and A are on other sides of the keyboard and they have to take their hand off the mouse.
Select your agent.
Yeah. It's gonna be weird.
Yoro's another good choice.
Yeah.
Granted, you can do that just about with one hand. Who
Have you
else
ever
would be
watched
good?
Death Note?
Deadlock would be so good.
Yeah, Deadlock would be crazy here, especially with her ult. Have you ever
I
watched
think
Death Note?
I think I saw it sort of when it was coming out. I'm not a big anime fan, so I could. That's the one where he has that like black book and he writes in it and like people die.
That would be the Death Note, yes.
Yes, and it's like you is it if you write in it they have a heart attack or something?
Yeah, I think from what I remember, you write down their name and then you can choose how they die.
Ah, so you could write like paragraphs about this in depth. Surely you write your own name and then you put has an incredible life, lives up to the age of 80, happy with a family, has a well-paying job, then dies of natural causes at like 85.
I almost want to say that happens in the anime, but I know it doesn't. Oh, part of my chair just fell apart.
That I saw that actually. that would have been such a great ending, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, if you know, if you know the
I can't
ending,
remember the ending. I know there was some weird person in it, wasn't there? Who started like spamming on like national TV. Hey, I've got a Death Note.
Yeah, that's the main character or the main villain. That's Light. No,
The
you're
main
thinking.
villain. Isn't whoever it is who gets the Death Note a villain just because they have the means to kill people at like the touch of a pen? Granted, not so different to many people in the world probably at this point, but nonetheless, I don't know, man.
Okay, but Light didn't view himself as a villain. He thought he was like a god.
They're a villain. No one wakes up and goes, "I'll be the bad guy today." Everyone thinks they're doing the right thing.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking like I'm sure Darth Vader wakes up and he's like, yeah, I'm a villain.
No, not really, because the whole empire was built to establish order amongst the universe, or amongst the galaxy.
How do we go from Death Note to Star Wars?
Also, explain to me how Anakin is the bad guy. Hey, I've become one of the strongest Jedis on the planet. Can we please go back and rescue my mum? Nah, it's not the Jedi way. Okay, all right. Hey,
he committed genocide.
Hey, Princess, Padme, you're this incredible, you've got all this power. Don't suppose you could get my help my mum? She's a slave. Nah, that would be wrong. Come back to me though when you hit puberty. Then you have whatever the
Hayden Christensen.
The whole Jedi Council also go, yeah, we appreciate that, but we're not going to help your mum. And then he goes goes over to Palpatine and goes, yeah, we'll help her.
Yeah, I'll help
Of course he's going to go with them. Like,
I mean,
the Jedi is just complicit.
But he committed genocide. I mean, it's hard to argue against that. But you know what else we could argue?
On Jedi's like religious fundamentalists as well. Like,
sure.
Some way up.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I'm personally, my religion is just Valorant, but
One enemy
That's my
remaining.
religion as well.
oh, there we go. You got all of your system, all the Star Wars.
Yeah, could be more to come, but let's get back to Ascent, because TRX have just won a pistol round. They've done it with 4 players left alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna slow things down quite a bit here with having the name out, death noting who you want to remove away from things. But I'm just curious to see once we have rifles come into play, like how is that going to change the dynamic of things.
Honestly, I don't think the dynamic's going to change too much. I think the rounds themselves are going to be much slower because the way I would see a player going about this would be peek, see who's holding it, type their name in the chat, swing again.
It's a very Rainbow Six approach. Wait, that guy's literally named Light Yagami. No shot.
What does that mean?
That's the guy who has the Death Note in Death Note.
Oh, okay. All right.
No shot.
Creative with that name, bro.
No way, dude. I just noticed that. Oh. One completely gone. Light Yagami typing rip in chat.
Did you say the wrong name?
I don't even think they said a name. I think it was just more instinct.
It just swag and forth. You know what? I like that though. That's confidence.
Yeah, Pen's just like, yeah, just throw the round. It's over.
Yeah, I think they just ended the round there. Fair enough. That's that's actually really smart by TRX.
Spike
Because
down,
you
defenders
you
spawn.
essentially gave up with the rounds. In the round you committed the offense. You're not wasting the round afterwards in what would have been your forfeit.
That's true. That's very true.
So that's pretty cool. I like that.
I mean, you still don't want to necessarily lose any rounds.
I apologize.
I wouldn't say there's much of an advantage of doing that, but like, you know, it's the lesser of two
one
evils.
round. The last game we saw ended 13-11, 13-10. There were 2 rounds which were forfeits, which means that those 2 rounds would have been the difference between a draw and a loss.
That's true.
So they
have
do
a
add up.
feeling this will not be as close of a game.
Placing swarm
That's a
grenade.
bold prediction to make, Keg.
Really? I don't think it's
I
that
think
bold.
This may turn out to be quite close. Not by out of hero plays from players, but I absolutely trust that everyone's going to fuck this up.
Fair,
I
fair,
trust
fair.
Everyone will screw it up at some point.
What's Malco gonna do? Just
What's
piercing
also
around,
You
waiting.
know what I would also do? I would
What's
also
up?
just start typing random agent names in chat just to get them all paranoid.
Just type all their names in at once. Just copy and paste it. Oh, Woohoo just like, oh, why didn't I think of that? But look at this here. 4 and 4 left alive. Good for Stewart to push his way in. You know, real tangent real quick. I talked about the place my mom used to work to, the antique publishing company. Her boss's name was Stewart. Sorry. Continuing on forwards, the lead there. Looking to maybe be good for one. Their KO does rotate back around. They are typing each other's names, so the pushes have been a little bit more awkward. There are Cypher giving the death note. Not dead just yet, though. Good for one thus far. Killjoy helping remove people away. Not needed from the defenders, it seems, in Enzo. Not long for this world.
Now, did the Omen type Omen in chat? Or did the Killjoy type Omen in chat? We'll see in a moment. Nonetheless, TRX will go 3-0 up. I'm interested to see how this actually works out with saying names, because could you just take a few steps, type a random name, see if that player peeks you? If not, take a few steps, type another one, and then you just cover each agent as you keep going.
Wow. So you take a step around the corner. Reyna! Oh, no Reyna. Like every single choke and corner peek, you just let on a random agent. Think of it as your hunt. I'm sorry, it's a little artifacty for me right now, so it's hard to read. Think of it as you're hunting somebody, and I didn't get to see the rest of it. So that their names display as spaghetti? What? Am I taking crazy pills? Oh, Omen saw the death note right in front of him. Good play right there, though.
If this was to weigh the work, to work the way Death Note would actually work, in typing their name in the chat, do you think, because they have a heart attack, right? If you do it, is it instant? I genuinely don't remember anything about this. So
You can set when it happens. I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of really weird, complex rules in the Death Note itself. Because technically you can write down a piece of paper without even using the Death Note. You just rip a page out and you hide it in like a watch. What did I miss?
You get given a Death Note, and then you get given like a binder 4 times the size of the Death Notes with all the rules, instructions, and stipulations.
That's how it felt. Dude, there were so many rules to the Death Note that you had to have your own personal demon go and make sure, be like, no way. Oh,
30 seconds
JK,
left.
no shot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 4-0 thus far.
We just saw a KOI get attacked as well.
Yoru, JK. I know that's just like an extra.
on that radar.
It's just like an extra thread of thinking now that these players have to go through it in order to go for these swings, connect, and get the kill. Like you can always have like a mental pinpoint about where the enemy players are, but like the fact that you have to stop, type out their name, and then swing is wild to me. It's like do you remember that game? Like how fast you can type words? Yeah, typing test. Thank you, Corb.
I could average about 110, 120 words a minute.
I'm a slow typer.
Honestly, a wasted childhood went into learning how to type quickly, but it was worth it.
I have stories about that too. I had my computer class teacher in middle school. She would cover our hands and make us type the whole Star Spangled Banner completely blind, flawlessly.
Touch typing's not too hard though, right?
I mean, I guess not. But when you're like 13
you could do that, right?
and you don't
Oh, actually,
care.
I'm 13. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, look, there's 4 ults. 3 ults, excuse me, on the board right now. Reyna does have that Empress. I don't think we're going to be seeing that just yet. Now, Sova ult is a really good question. We won't have to worry about that for too long, though. I'm more focused on essentially the KJ ult instead. All the other ults that SO have are more info gathering. Someone pause match 2. Oh? I cannot read what that says.
Yeah.
Someone pause match 2.
One enemy remaining.
What
We've got a
happened?
foul. We've had a foul. That's what it is. I believe XO were suiciding around.
Shake my head.
Shaking my head, because SO, it feels like their biggest demon right now isn't actually TRX, it is themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
Is it a demon in Death Note, or is it the devil? I can't remember.
there's no devil.
It's
There's
like-
there's
it's
the
like-
demons. Like what's his name? Oh my god, why am I blanking on the Ryuk? Ryuk is the demon, and so he's just like, yeah. I mean, I'm immortal. No one else can see me but you. I'm just kind of chilling. Here, take the book. Let's see what happens.
On my way.
Let's just see what happens.
No,
Would-
that's
if
essentially
you-
what happens.
If you were to release something like that, say you are a demon or an angel, okay, I'm not gonna judge which one you may turn out
Oh,
to
I'd
be.
be a demon.
If you were to just toss a book like that into the world, would you give it to someone you think will do well, or would you just for the giggles just literally cast it out and just say whoever gets it gets it?
I give it to you. See what
You
happens.
give it to me.
Yeah.
I would write your name in it to see if
Oh,
the
thank
book
God.
works against devils/angels.
You're gonna be
Then
doing
once
us
I
a
know
favor.
that, I would work my way through every deity ever worshipped. So the only deity left is me, because I have the book.
Wow, you went to heaven and killed God himself. No shot.
Well, I wouldn't even have to go to heaven. I've got my little book. I can sat in the toilet writing it.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, Ascent is the closest map to like a cloudy heaven that you can have because you're floating in the sky right now. I think a lot of people forget about that.
Wretch there.
I know.
He's unfortunately gonna fall. I believe we saw a change to the rules as well, which we should highlight. Is if you type someone's name in the chat and get the kill, I believe that means you're free for the rest of the round. That over the first.
That
I think
really
that's what
unlocks
was said in
things.
chat there.
Okay.
Maybe that confirmed by Hooge though.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the gameplay's a little artifacty for me.
Spike
We
down
already let
A.
production know, but things like text
There you
is
go.
a little difficult to see. Okay, confirmed. Beautiful. So Dragon now hiding away. Did not see the killjoy. They are typing KJ in chat. Dragon is ready. He wants to hunt down the KJ. This just gives extra information for the defenders too, because they can be like, oh, they said my name. Someone's about to swing me.
That's true. That's why I'm just not typing random names. Yeah, if I was in a clutch, other side of the map, we just type in Killjoy and just let the Killjoy panic, let them worry.
Oh, that's like some
Look how
psychological warfare.
There are a lot of ults available for each team. I'm interested now, bearing in mind the PRX have established quite a lead. I wonder if due to the nature of the challenge, it is genuinely just going to be easier on defense. Because you are just waiting for them to say your name and swing you.
Ooh, I don't know.
They're so
It could be. That's what I like about these challenges. There's always a lot of weird, nuanced depth to it that, like, I just never considered until you said it.
I'll handle this.
Oh, I like the
this
Yoru
is
mix.
huge.
This is the info gather. And
This
now
is
everyone just has
gigantic.
to follow the Yoru.
So now what you do, yeah, you follow the Yoru. He calls out the closest little person. Everyone spams that name, and that's the end of it. But everybody ran away except for that Killjoy. Dragon, though, called out the KJ, dies. And so now we have a bit of a reset. And this is even more valuable info now for the enemy. Stewart, who could just watch and see, body block the Sova. Not enough to stop the Sova's presence. I'm a little sad about that. But Stewart's able to find valuable info for the backside at least.
Oh, Stuart. I actually really like the Ori pick. The fact that with your ult, you essentially just give that recon to the rest of your team. I wouldn't be surprised if agents like Phoenix would have been used. Because with a Phoenix, of course, you just pop the ult, run in. You're using your ult for info then, rather than for, well, to get a kill and then respawn, essentially.
On that same track of thought, I gotta say I'm surprised we didn't see Sky brought out then.
Sky would have been really good as well. That being said, though, outside of the dog, all of Sky's utility tells you that there's someone there. It doesn't tell you who's there.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm thinking the Sky Dog specifically because it's essentially a mini Yoru ult that you can go in, look for one person, just spam their name, and everyone runs in.
And can custom as well if you like it. Did Stuart say Omen?
Did he? I didn't see the Omen in chat.
I didn't see it either. Was that a rule break?
Here.
It may have been.
Let's see what happens out here, though. Dragon's playing a dangerous game. Out in mid, you only have so much time. Everyone's saying Yoru, Sova, 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 Omen, Sova, Yoru, Omen, Sova. Could be anybody next. The Sova does eventually fall.
Out of charges.
Let's see.
Sees Yoru, realizes he's not said his name, leaves instead.
Oh, so Yoru doesn't have to worry about it. It's only Team SO and Teku on TRX that have to abide by those rules. So everybody else on TRX should be okay.
That explains the lead that TRX
I know
is
exactly
established.
where you are.
Yeah, so have a little bit more difficulties ahead of themselves right now. Malcro, again, free of those shackles of the handicap. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Teku, on the other hand, does, but he falls. So he won't be able to find as much value this round. One left alive, SO, both have to call out the Omen. Again, there's only one left alive, so you can just spam Omen before you go for the swing. Almost full utility besides the smokes themselves. No call, no call
That was
that I
very
saw.
clean.
Let's see the chat again. Let's get our little magnifying glasses out.
I think we did see a call from the Reyna there at the end. We saw it from Dragon Skinner, which is a sick name, by the way. There you go. Yeah, it was called.
Okay, that's Dragon, but that wasn't the Reyna who said that, though.
It wasn't Delete.
No. And I thought Delete may have, but yeah, there it is. The wide swing was out. Dragon had fallen and got the trade. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a little suspicious if you ask me.
Oh, did the Killjoy get seen? No, they weren't. This could be beautiful for them if the timing works out.
And it should, because anyone else will have to call out the KJ's presence before they can shoot him.
Oh, look, I'm trying to run. KJ, favorite time. Oh my God.
Unlucky.
That extra second was all the Killjoy needed. Man advantage now. Omen not used for the fast rotation, actually, and for SO, there's a minute to toy with, but there's so little map control. It feels like they're forced into a site now.
Yeah, and again, they had that extra added disadvantage.
Spike
Teku didn't
down
call out
A.
anybody's names. Yeah, Teku through. That was a fantastic round from TRX too. Is he the only one that gets punished by it, or is it everybody? Oh, it is everybody.
You know what hurts as well?
Oh,
He got that kill while moving while blind, and it just wasn't even where he was aiming. The shot just landed on the head.
unlucky.
Yeah, that peak from heaven, it unfortunately was the undoing of him.
Yeah, Teku's got to be so careful.
Look at this. How's he hit the head of the Raider?
Unlucky. Unlucky, truly. Man, I really don't like how that round took place, too, because if Teku didn't throw, we would have had a highlight of the KJ play right there, because that was such a fantastic usage of the handicap.
Yep, it absolutely was. And I think for TRX, they're probably going to be spending this game just face-checking everyone they can, just because they won't have time to type it out. We are seeing the early calls, though, and SO looking to accelerate a little bit towards this A site. They've not been big fans of going B.
I think B is just so difficult given the handicap. You have close quarters angles. You have so many multi-contacts to look out for. Dragon, though, what's he calling out for? He says the KO. That's the Sova. You got to run, buddy. Wrong one. Spike goes down, though. Easier for the take.
Yori tries to run, can't quite do so. Has he typed in a Yori? I don't think he has here.
Oh, Dragon. He types in Omen. That's not Yoru. And again, the mental gymnastics of typing out who's who before the swing makes things incredibly difficult. Drop is down. Enzo again having to suffer the same fate. Had to type out all 4 before getting the 4K. Imagine that. You're like Cassidy from Overwatch, and you have to do his ultimate. He has the Deadeye, everybody. Headshots.
High noon.
It's high noon. It's 4:15. Actually, for me right now, it's 4:04. But imagine while you have the Deadlock active, or soon to be ISO, having his stuff active, you'd have to type out everybody's name in like 2 seconds.
Now that is a typing test.
You know, I just realized.
What's that?
Oh, I'm doing the math in my head.
Deploying drone.
I think, in theory, the final week of the Underpeel, ISO would be available to use. I think.
Time to jump.
Is it ISO or ISO?
I say ISO. I like
Where are they
ISO.
from? Do we know where they're meant to be from?
East China.
I think it's ISO then.
Oh, we will be mandating ISO picks on the last week with ISO-related
One
challenges.
enemy
Now imagine you do the
Ooh.
typing test challenge with ISO ults. That sounds awful.
That actually does sound awful. Oh, God.
Awfully fun. I mean, hey, look, I'm not the one playing it, so I just get to commentate over it. But again, SO bringing things back. Things are looking better. They only need one more round to
Last
keep this
round
pretty
in the half.
competitive for the attacking side.
Yeah, for TRX, if they make it 9, they're swimming. They are ready to just try and close out the game. For SO, that extra round gives them the buffer zone of the pistol. And I think for SO, once they are on defense, this is going to become considerably easier, especially when they're going for fairly aggro plays, which I imagine they will be. I think playing a retake, well, I mean, to call the names of the people you're fighting is going to be nigh on impossible.
Well, nothing's impossible.
How aggro this is.
It's just very, very improbable. Oh, wide swing of the sentries out. Dragon. Who's he typing out? Oh, no. Oh, he's not typing anybody. They're all saying KO. KO finally falls, but again, the damage has been done. Yeah, they said they lost.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't type Yoru. Oh, welcome to Underpeel, everyone. This is essentially how it works. You have goofy challenges, and if you fail, the punishment is, of course, death.
It's like Squid Games.
Just like Squid Games, except it's Tyrannosaurus Rex is here on one of these teams.
That's true, and SO stands for
Switching
Squid.
Squid oddities.
Aims. Squid Aims. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's a good thing English is part of our job, isn't it? TRX now. Hop, skip, and jump away from being able to close this out. But I'm interested now if there's going to be a change in tactics, because TRX are real aggressive on their defense, knowing that SO won't be able to type it out. It's the winning formula. So SO, they're the ones who now have the burden of change. And if I'm in their position, I'm just calling random names. I'm just swinging as early as possible because they need to be out of retakes as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion would be that TRX just runs it down every round. You literally just overwhelm the enemies every time. What are they going to do? I mean, good info being found from Dragon. They still call out the names. I think that resets the playing field at least a little bit. But having to duck away, call out the names of these players, oh, and then still losing the opening pick is wild to me.
Poor delete. I think he typed every name apart from Yoru there. So when Yoru's flagging, he couldn't do anything.
Unlucky. What's gonna happen here now? 3 left alive for these defenders once more. Corralled away. Valkro's having a field day right now, but even then, Enzo was good to type out the name and still get the kill. Cesora, will you be able to do the same? The answer is just absolutely not. Even then, not necessarily a throw. No chance of winning the round anyways.
At least he wasn't knifed.
That's true.
Now that would have been an insult to the injury. The injury of 10-3, that is. Both Killjoy and Malcro having an incredible game thus far. 23-4 and 11-9, respectively. For SO, just a couple of sheriffs to work with. I mean, now they have to be precise both on keyboard and in-game. I mean, 10-3, it's recoverable, okay? It's recoverable. But this... with this challenge? I don't know, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard.
I mean, I'm just thinking what SO could do here. Like, if you're swinging, and we actually saw Delete do this, if you swing and play aggressive B main and you know someone's going to entry there, just type in the duelist names. Yoru, swing. Hey, look, it's a Yoru.
Oh,
Unlucky, though, about the missing shots. Yeah, on A side now. Resetting that playing field again. No matter what, when we see gigantic rotates like this is only going to benefit TRX even more. Because now SO have to rotate back, call out the name, and then go for the swing.
Lights out.
Did he say Yoru? He did.
Yes, he did. Well, he said Yoroi.
Yoroi. Oh, is that
Put a
legal?
Y there instead of a U.
My God. A rip. Yeah, they're saying rip.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yoroi. There you go. That's the... If you ever want to know what the grammar police look like, well, in this case, they're heavily armed.
Yori is fine? Oh, might want to tell them that now.
Through.
He didn't
seems
say
like-
Killjoy, though.
Oh, unlucky. They must have thought it was already over still.
As long as it's clear, it's fine. Yoroi is fine.
Watch the next agent coming out after ISO be Yori.
I guess that's how a Brummy would explain Yoro. He's just a Yoroi.
It's only not fine if it's ambiguous. Oh, agent. Oh, there's somebody. Player. And then you swing. Or you type in duelist. You swing a duelist.
Hard stuck and then swing.
Oh, brutal.
Well, someone once, this happened to me, and it's taken me years of therapy to get over it, but someone once typed to me in a 1v1 on LAN, they said to me, sit, before they killed me, then swung and one-tapped me. That was about 5 years ago, and I still wake up in cold sweats.
Oh, no. Unlucky. What did you do afterwards? Were you like, did you get red in the face?
I didn't get red in the face. I lost the clutch and immediately lost the game afterwards.
Oh, unlucky.
It's sometimes kick, they're just better.
Sometimes. But I think we're just better. Best commentators in the whole wide universe. Oh, now Crow does remove Zora. 3 left now for these defenders. This handicap has been brutal for them. And it feels like Dragon's really been the only one to not just grasp it, but like actually capitalize off of playing off of these names. But now he's the last one left. A 1v5 Krem. Winner of this, of course, we're going to match point.
Man, what can you do? Especially when they know where you're coming from. It's just a wise swing from the Killjoy to finish the job. 12-3, CRX now sit, and Keg, I don't want to say I've given up, but I'm losing faith. I'm losing a lot of faith, especially with the ult advantage for TRX.
It's tough because I'm not even necessarily thinking about like the analysis of the gameplay and like overall strats. I'm just thinking like if I'm a player right now, I'm just thinking, okay, micro plays only. I have to figure out a way to succinctly type in these names and get an impactful play, and that just seems almost impossible.
I'm pretty sure someone said in chat that whoever suggested this, I'm going to find them, and then the screen lagged, and I didn't see the rest of that sentence.
They're gonna get
so I assume
peeled.
he was going to say cuddle them, but obviously the players in
They're gonna join the pineapple apple box.
Yeah, they are going to be sent straight to the box after this. It's like being grounded, except
I mean, we could always use more fruit here. Like, what's some other fruits? Like cantaloupe, watermelon.
yeah, watermelon would be a mango. Oh,
A mango would be cool. A lemon?
lemons are fruits.
Okay, I wasn't sure. They could be vegetable.
One enemy
Delete.
remaining.
Wait, they're making this work. Did they call out that last player?
We're back.
Did they call
We're
out the last
so
player?
Oh, if they didn't, that's actually heartbreaking. If they
Chat?
didn't.
Chat, did they call them out?
I think they did. I'm fairly certain.
I didn't
if
see
they,
it.
If they didn't, I'm bursting into tears. I'm fairly certain they did.
Did you know your artists thought that limes and lemons are the same thing? I mean, they essentially are. Like, the only real big differences I feel like lemon and limes have is just like alcohol. You know?
I've actually distilled my own lime vodka. That was really, really good.
Jeez.
Interestingly enough, I severely underestimated the amount of lime and lemons it takes to flavor something like that.
Spike down mid.
And I may have underestimated Dragon Skinner as well for doing something horrible to that Sova.
Deploying drone.
Oh, look at this owl drone. Early information A, spotting that nobody's there. Dragon versus the world, though. Did he call it out? Well, somebody did. It was Teku. The double KO, though. Everyone's spamming his name. There it is. The KO falls. Last alive now. Malpro. Can you make this work? The answer is no. SO. They've seemingly gotten their act together.
This could be the comeback, okay? This could be the comeback. And if I'm not mistaken, TRX, they sit relatively high up on the ladder. So this is a win with this much of a round difference. Bearing in mind, right now, between first and second place, it's only about 2 or 3 rounds. So a 12-4 win here would work wonders on your placements.
That's true. I wasn't even thinking about round differential here. Absolutely gigantic with a
fine.
handicap like this.
Yeah, absolutely massive. TRX is 1 and 3. Complete opposite end of the ladder. We got it wrong. So in order to avoid last place here, the round difference would be amazing. Somehow that Cypher survived for as long as he did.
Yeah, so it's 0-4. Unlucky.
Who's next?
Oh, look at this. Owl drone's out. Enzo runs away. Spotted out by the Owl drone. Dragon down below near Sabrosa avoids at least the initial shots from that Omen. Omen does eventually fall. That's Malcro to fall. What's going to happen with the others? 3 left alive. Reyna does have the potential Empress here. But remember, even the queens have to type in enemy players' names. Someone spotted Reyna. Delete responds with a swing. There it is. Good for 1 kill. Was Sova in chat? I don't know. The flash is out, though. It's a full blind against Delete. The sword is out. The knife. No, not even that's enough. Tech News goes for 2. Make that a 3K for the round. Good defuse.
Got a bit close there. Got a bit close there. Enzo realizing that with his teammates going for the knife kill, someone has to be an adult and take us through the round and defuse the spy.
Oh,
Take him kicking and screaming back to spawn. Yes, you can go to a site again tomorrow if you behave and eat your greens and all of that. 6 rounds now, Keg. Is it possible?
I think it's possible at this point. I mean, again, I'm thinking about like bicycling and stuff too. It's a full eco coming out from TRX. This could be the round where something gets surprising. I just, it's so tough with this handicap because all of me wants to think this will be a death ball, but also you could play this round super slow and let SO push up and then, well, no, because they're the ones that type in the names. If I'm TRX, I'm death balling this. Just straight down A main.
Yeah, I think that's the plan, and I think that's probably something they're going to do with the KO ult next round. I'll be surprised if they use it in a round where I believe they're on pistols.
Honestly, if you can bait out ults from either one side right now, you're benefiting a lot here. Like, if TRX can bait out Empress and, say, Neural Theft here, you've already won a significant amount. But TRX, they do use the null command. You're completely right. This is good for Delete the swing. Unfortunately, it won't be enough just yet. Light and Enzo, though, they are finding much more success. Again, big weapon difference this time around, but even just kind of running it down, Teku realizes, hey, I didn't call any names. They fought for survival there.
Welcome to London. That is one of the most accurate statements I've ever seen in my life.
I'm about to start saying that and get fired on cast.
I genuinely didn't know if I was allowed to say that or not, so I've been holding every London joke I had back. But the players said it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just like being back home.
I mean, I'm choosing my next few words very carefully.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with the London knives than the Los Angeles guns.
No, you wouldn't.
What?
What? Here. Okay, so Keg, if you were to be stabbed, what's the likelihood of you surviving that? Pretty high, I would argue.
Being stabbed, I kid you not, is my #1 biggest fear.
Really?
In car accidents.
Being stabbed in a car accident?
Well, not at the same time.
Spike down mid.
So yeah, that would suck actually, but how much road rage do you have in order for that to be a fear, though?
Well, it's not necessarily the road rage. Like, I'm not combining the two together. It's more of like just the stupidity of drivers on the road. And then for stabbing, it's just like, you know, it could happen anywhere. Or any place. Like, it's the equivalent of Wahujin getting peeled. Like, that's how it is for me.
You have to remember that it's harder to stab someone than it is to shoot someone.
I'm sure it is, but
well, obviously, you don't see you see the face in detail of the person you're stabbing. 'Cause
Personally,
you're within arm's range of them. But if you're using a gun, you're so far away, you're separated from whatever pain you're causing them.
if it was up to me, I simply wouldn't have either happen to me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but you know, we're picking the worst of the two. And it's being shot.
I suppose. Oh, the toenails. Ooh. All right.
That shit's horrible.
The Yoru falls. Taku's good for one. Taku did not call it out.
Cooling down.
Did he?
Flash.
Did he?
I didn't see it in chat.
I didn't see it either. He is calling it. They're still playing. I think he must have.
Okay.
Spike
I'll
down.
take his word for it. I'm down for it. One up alive
That
now.
one as well.
Oh. So, okay. Going back to what we talked about when we were at Agent Select, I said this wouldn't be necessarily a close game. It's been at 12 for a while for TRX. SO are now 1 round away from tying up game number 1 of today. Do you think this goes to overtime?
I don't think it goes to overtime. I think the KO ult is so good against any delay utility SO have. I think we're more than likely going to see a faster round from TRX with that KO ult. And they just go into the after plant and play from there. For SO, I'm really curious to see if they continue the face checks. Especially considering that TRX are kind of wary for it now.
Interestingly, TRX are not going for the fast KO strat. Instead, the KO early on is flashing mid, trying to contest against Reyna, but Delete's gonna back away. Maybe able to find some impact here, but he's just typing out names right now. Nothing's connecting though in terms of shots. Oh, unlucky. And, well, still, no command is being held by TRX. Hasn't been used yet, maybe for this secondary push? No.
Last player standing.
Gorp? Yeah, you don't need it. Beautiful work coming up from TRX, 13-9. A 1 round difference from what we had thought it would be.
Absolutely, and do you know what we can blame this loss on? Entirely on UKEG for saying that you don't see overtime happening. The second you mention overtime, it doesn't go to overtime.
Oh,
Everyone
are you
knows
giving
that.
this?
It's true. It's true. Keg, how could you do
side
this?
with him?
It's because I'm right.
No.
We had overtime. It was guaranteed, and then you called it. Yeah.
If you not, look at the production chat. We spoke about it. We had a script.
I'm going back in my box.
All right. Thank you, Keg. Thank you, Kramer3. Socials in chat, as usual, if you would like. Everyone, check them out. Thank you for the cast. I'll catch you guys next week. What's up, chat? That handicap was a bit difficult. We definitely over adjusted. I think we should have had that initial rule at the start. We missed that. I think body shot sheriffs was a ball drop by Sheriff Onlee. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was a gimme. Unfortunate. Team Sheriff Onlee falls. That was probably the hardest one. Yeah. It's really hard to balance the Immortal team for sure. Because I'd almost always prefer the Immortal team loses than they stomp, you know? That makes it tricky. Because the Immortal team stomping is not fun. Them getting stomped is at least comedic for the viewers. But it's also still not fun. I'd rather it be close. They were offered their namesake. That's true. That's true. That is so true. Turn off the overlay. They had it coming back though. They had it coming back. We've got Super Week coming up next weekend, chat. Thank you for tuning into the Underpeel. We're going to move To a raid. Let's see. Where should we go? Where should we go? How coming back the other team went Deagle only? Well, maybe we should have enforced that on them, you know? A two-way handicap. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, Pen Flash missed Premiere. That sucks, Pen Flash. That you would abandon your team like that. Is Rooney still playing in-houses? Ooh. Wait, there's a match going on right now. The Knights is playing. Rooney's watch partying. And we can see a lot of players who will be playing in the Sunset event next week. Because Turtle Troop is playing. We're going to go to Rooney. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the Underpeel. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Apologies for anybody who had it rough with the handicaps. We're still working on it. We'll catch you next week for more Underpeel action. I'll catch you tomorrow for normal VOD review ranked action, if that's more your style. Thanks for tuning in. Have a nice weekend. Say hi to Rooney. Say hi to Rooney.
They sound the